Hey everyone, this is just a quick video of what's posted in the community board, okay? This should be already up by the time you see this video. I kind of felt like I needed to do this just because there is a bit of time sensitivity to it, okay? So I'm just going to go through it real quick. You'll see it, and then we'll go ahead and anything else that pops up too, there may be, because I know I can only do short messages in the community board. We'll get into some of the guidance a little bit more in depth as well in this video. So hopefully I can make this kind of quick. Okay. If you would like to have some of these messages in the community board done in video, especially with anything time sensitive, let's see if I can actually focus that better for you. I just noticed it's a little fuzzy. Please vote in the poll. It is anonymous. Okay. So far we have 2 out of 5. I'm aiming for 5 just to get a good idea. Okay. Got 2 maybes and no other votes, so be sure to vote, all right? And I can do all of them, or do most of them, or do the most important ones. We'll figure it out, okay? I'm going to try and keep doing it like this, basically, before I put all the cards away, after I take a picture and all that, okay? So let me get into it. The sun signs that we have here, you and or them, cross watchers included, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Capricorn, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I'm also seeing a couple of cuspers here too. Capricorn, Aquarius, Aquarius, Pisces, and Capricorn, Sagittarius, Cancer, Leo, and maybe Pisces, Aries. Maybe. Okay. Other identifiers are Chinese zodiac years of the tiger, rooster, and goat. So those would be birth years, okay? The letters O, D, and R, first, last, middle, or any other identifier here. There's a few words that pop out when I look at them. Odor being one, door being one, road being one, dro being one, rod, OD, ooh. OR, what is that, own recognizance? Huh, I just picked that up. There might be some legal stuff going on here too. That could be an identifier. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else as well. And of course, any of the animals here might be significant. Storks, sheep, cats, tiger, rooster, goat, etc. Okay, panther is also here as well. And just make it quick here. Okay, horses might be significant. White horses, I see white horses. Orange cats, white sheep, white storks, orange yellow tiger, just orange tiger, black panther, black cat. What else is here? Oh, wolf. Oh, hey, I forgot about the wolf being down there. All right, so that might be significant to someone as an identifier. This could be animal spirits as well, signs and syncs. The numbers here are 9, 6, 5, 52, 7, 21, 3, 36, 4, 20, 13, 2, 38, 11, 37, and 10. Very heavy on 3, 6, 9, 4, and 5. So you could be seeing 3s, 9s, 6s, 4s, 5s. This could be signs and synchronicities for you. Basically, altogether, this is all about a divinely guided and protected change or transition for the higher good, okay? We also have this is surrounding 2 older individuals in their 50s or older, 50s on up. One is a masculine gender, the other is a feminine gender. This is definitely surrounding a masculine energy water sign, heavy on Pisces with the 2 fish, or Cancer with the reference of the 2 vehicles on the table. Given Chariot, right? Deciding to make a major move from a region known for its forests or trees or something like that towards someplace known for a body of water, sea, lake, pond, ocean. Really getting a coastal kind of vibe on this as an identifier within the next few weeks, okay? With the Knight of Swords, 7 of Cups, and the 8 of Cups, I'm really getting a sense that they are just researching and sorting out their options at the moment. But with the King of Cups, 8 of Wands, 4 of Wands, 10 of Swords reversed, They are really wanting to make a move for peace of mind, okay? They could be going to another home, marriage, or soul contract. I do see with the Four of Wands being twin flame possibility here. I would need clarification on that to be absolutely certain. So if that's your situation, hit me up, okay, for a personal. I know this is general. And towards a situation that is more in alignment with their healing and purpose. There is a sense of a fresh start here in a new home with the child and house and community celebration with the garden as well. This could be a welcome move to a place where there will be a homecoming of sorts, where this could relate towards going towards like soul family or something like that, okay? Da, 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 da. Just reading my notes here, trying to make sense of my horrible writing here. Okay. Well, it's not horrible. It's just all right. Let's see here. This could also be a parent-child dynamic relating to this move. With the King of Cups again, Eight of Swords and Page of Swords, there is a fast new communication coming from this King of Cups, and really getting a sense that they are trying to free themselves from a home situation that has felt like mental imprisonment or that has perplexed them for too long. They may be investigating or eyeing many options to get a sense of where to go. And with the Seven of Cups, there may be more than one place as options, perhaps even maybe providing a little confusion or illusion here, okay? And are unsure which is the best or worst choices just yet. But in a few weeks, this will be manifested. And I do see that with this manifestation card coming up, okay? I get the sense that for some in the collective, you will witness this change in an external situation as well. So you could be watching this play out in front of you, okay? Especially with the Fame card there, okay? Let's see. And for this King of Cups, you will be the one seeing the right option manifest right before your eyes, okay? With Fame, Panic Button, and Old Hoopty, I had initially heard 100 car pileup. Perhaps even something publicized on the news, okay? So this could be like a massive event, like a literal massive crash or accident or something, where like everything will be totaled, forcing this change. Or taken apart or taken down or stopped in some way, right? And what's not totaled is the option ahead, thus needing a few weeks for the Akashic to line that up for this person, okay? That could also be a sign or synchronicity. Whatever's happening at the time in your life, something on the news could pop up indicating a really horrific 100-car pileup or something like that, right? Like some major accident happens. And that could be your sign or synchronicity to go and leave. That may be the time to make the action happen, okay? I am seeing a bit of communication and heart-centered decisions first before making that action happen, okay? With the wands all over at the end there. Let's see what else. This could also be a move that is going to create pandemonium in a group, or that is well televised, quote unquote, televised, or on display, perhaps social media, okay? That will ring loud with the music imagery here, okay? But you're like dancing from it. And I see here this ballerina is also dancing away from a tree, and the trees kind of represent your family. So this could be like gaining independence from a family circumstance as well, okay? With the change card here, also a vehicle and move, it could literally be a synchronicities of that car accident, right? For the person needing a confirmation or a literal accident causing the move itself, okay? And I did mention ROD is road without an A, so it's possible you might just be missing something before you can make it happen, right? And DOR is door without an O, so it could be passing through a threshold, coming or going. ODR is odor without an O, so there's just something missing in this equation to make it happen, okay? I do get a bit of codependency with the stork card. Empty nest syndrome came to mind, okay? So perhaps whomever is being left behind will react in a desperate way or have some kind of energetic withdrawal symptoms. With the cycles card here indicating repeating patterns, okay? and cycles and karmic reaction, I would not be surprised if this older King of Cups has been in and out of his childhood home or living with parents or parent their whole life. Does seem like it's perhaps this good lady. Okay, so take it how it resonates. This could be a father figure as well. And you could just be a feminine water sign in more masculine energy. Okay, however you resonate with. Okay. They've been in and out. Maybe now they want some independence, moving from a home situation to something that's more soulful. Okay. Having better luck from healing from betrayal, dishonesty, or malicious intent with the Ten of Swords reverse. Forgiveness, chaos, deceit, and Little Red Riding Hood to confirm that. Recovery is a possibility. Six of Wands and Four Swords reversed on the location cards. These are ones I made. Okay. And inner feminine healing with the feminine number 7 indicates this as well. Okay. With the orange cats here, that could indicate friends, because I'm seeing the flattery. Okay. Approaching a situation in a flattering way. Or this could actually be a personal identifier of someone in the situation. A name, their favorite pet, a pet, something like that, okay? Of where you're going. So take it how it resonates. And I'm really seeing this move towards, okay? And communicating that long feeling and everything to something that feels like moving home, that's more flattering and good for you, okay? In the guidance, we have number 7, feminine from the Santa Muerte, is here to indicate the goal of this move may be for inner divine feminine and self-care healing, or an indication that this is what needs to happen going forward, okay? So I am actually going to read that right now for you. The advice is just take the necessary time to study and meditate before executing your project. So there may be something that you need a detail before you can move forward, okay? And it does perhaps ask a feminine or maternal figure for advice. However, if this is about a mother and leaving a mother and it's going to cause whatever panic or whatever it is, perhaps this also just indicates that a mother is actually an integral part of this, okay? This chain reaction, I want to say. Or you could be going to a feminine, okay, for guidance. I can see a grown man and his elderly mother as possibilities, so that is very strong for someone in the collective as an identifier as well, okay? But the feminine also indicates a need for feminine empress healing at this time, which means there may be some balance or harmony of energy for a bigger purpose needed at this time. And I'm going to go ahead and read these too. With graveyard, there may be some fears surrounding what to do, and this card confirms that fear is unnecessary because it's an ego derivative illusion, okay? The Seven of Cups also being on board kind of confirms that as well. There may be some confusion and illusion around this matter. Tapping into the inner feminine will also raise your innate psychic ability, so the right choice will be felt and dreamt about. The Eight of Cups indicates that as well. All about traveling into the unknown and being soul-guided, heart-centered about it. I'm going to read you a little bit about the graveyard. Know that you fear unnecessarily. Things are not as they seem, and you can overcome your obstacles. The anxieties you have, although real, should be put aside before they haunt you long-term. Instead, trust that you know the correct steps and that you will act upon them. Let me just get this here. Okay. Oh, okay, we can just go right ahead into it. With Black Cat and cycles here, this indicates that the time is coming very soon for positive change to get unstuck in a situation. Fortune meets opportunity, and whatever vicious patterns or cycle is continuing, it's time for it to end and get cleared energetically with the self-care for this new beginning near this body of water. Okay. All right. Black Cat. Know that good luck and fortune will be meeting you promptly. Also know, that's right, I forgot that this card also has this meaning. Also know that your luck will be even luckier if you are prepared to take advantage of every special opportunity that comes your way. So there's a sense of preparation needed at this time, okay? And I'm going to read you the Cycles card if I can dig out the book. There we go. What goes around comes around. Whatever you are planning to do or reveal by asking your question will be revisited in other circumstances. So be clear about your action. You will surely meet this experience again. Like the moon that revolves around the planet, the energy that you express in your next action will orbit around you. Make sure it's a good one. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. All right. Let me get caught up here. Where are we at? With the King of Cups, this makes sense that this move is for a water sign to a body of water. There's something about water cleansing that may be integral in the healing process, okay? And may even identify where to go. For example, Cancer is crab, typically a saltwater creature, okay? And they live in oceans and very large bodies of water. They can also hang out on the shoreline and crawl around on the rocks and stuff, okay? Pisces is a fish and very mutable, so they can live in salt or fresh, okay? You find fish everywhere. Some even climb on the shore, some fly. I am seeing a lot of air energy here, so that's possible, all right? Maybe a flying fish is a good identifier of where to go, okay? Scorpion is typically associated with fresh water, okay? But for those that consider lobster scorpion of the sea, that could be you too, okay? However, it's a body of water, not running water like, waterfalls and streams and rivers and stuff. It's lakes, seas, oceans, something contained, right? So that healing could mean like taking a dip or swimming or just hanging out near the shores or submerging to the bottom like crabs and scorpions do or lobsters do, okay? However it resonates for you, okay? With Little Red Riding Hood, since she's the only one, we can do this. I am not a victim indicates there is some freedom not to stay in a toxic situation being a glutton for punishment despite what others say about it, which is great energy to be in. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. You know your truth. You can recognize toxic situations, whereas before that may not have been the case. Okay. You've gotten stronger. You're regaining your power and energy back, and you are no longer okay with enabling victim mindset anymore. All right? Let me read it a little bit more. You are changing the way you view yourself and speaking up and out. Others see you as an advocate for justice and fair play. You defend others by being who you are, simply by refusing to hide away or be fearful. So there may be some truth coming out in a situation as well, okay? I did kind of sense that justice-y kind of thing going on too. I mean, I don't see like, the King of Swords or the Queen of Swords here to indicate literal legal justice, but there could very well be something along those lines, okay? By waking up every day despite hardships, you are showing so many the way to live. You have made friends with your strength, and while people have mistaken you for a pushover, you know when the time comes that you are a strong person who cannot be stopped. Like a wolf, you have fur and claws and brothers and sisters who will help you, if only so much as call on their energy. Getting the sense of that soul family thing again. Okay. But to find them, you must connect with the wolf within. It's time to travel on a new path, crossing a wood that seems empty and cold, but you will not be alone or as helpless as others seem to think you will be. You are not prey. You will have strong and unconventional allies, and you will travel at night. So that could very well be in your dream state. Or you could literally be traveling at night, okay? Like maybe you're doing some astral projection or something, right? Across lands, so I'm getting the sense this is not a move next door, okay? You're going far, okay? And all will be magical. You have strong allies around you, but connect most to the spirit of the wolf. The wolf knows how to run with the pack and how to stand alone. Like the wolf, you must be prepared to defend yourself, even if it means facing a fight. There is a time to stand your ground and face the enemy. That time has come, brave one. Once you were mistreated, it is true. Once you retreated, that is also true. No more. Now you are strong, and you are not the sum total of a bad experience. Thank the gift the hunter has given you. It is now time to mend fences and borderlines, take self-defense classes, and be sure the entry points to your home are strong and secure. Okay? So that could be an indication here. Maybe you're going to a secure location, right? You're going to a place where you can get stronger. You can take care of self, better, right? With the self-defense. This could literally be self-defense clauses as an identifier, okay. Mending fences and borderlines. I do get a sense of the past here with the child, okay? I did mention this in a little bit. On an energetic level, take responsibility. Do not allow people re-entry once they have violated a sacred threshold. Again with the door, okay. All right, you are the person who must maintain, protect, secure, and readjust your boundaries. Okay, boundaries. No other is responsible. Take a stand because it's now time to be firm and decisive. No backing down. Someone stands with you. You do not face this alone. And that could very well be your spirit, okay? That could very well be, even if this is a twin flame thing, could very well be them too. Okay, anything you do for your twin helps your twin. Anything you do for yourself helps your twin. That's a phrase. Okay, moving forward with chaos and deceit here. Okay, you could have been around a lot of low vibrational energy for a while that just kept destroying any progress made to keep the peace. And with cycles, it's time for this to end for good. Okay. I'm going to read a little bit more about that for you. There might be some identifiers in here. Misunderstandings could be an identifier. Nothing to fear. After a storm, the air is cleared and life will begin again, even better than before. The silly thing is if you refuse to take shelter, you will get soaked. So it's kind of like preparing ahead for a storm, right? And you may have to repair a lot of damage. If you created the chaos, you'll have to clean it up, but if others are the cause, you must step out of it and wait out the storm. So don't get involved when they freak out. That's what I'm getting here. Avoid it. It may be just fictitious, okay? It may be manufactured. It may be because they're just feeling like they're losing control of a situation. It really just depends on who you're around. I do get a sense here there's a lot of either codependency here or insecurity or even narcissism. I do see that, okay? Especially where there's grudges, okay? All right. A good thing to say to yourself is no drama. And the Banshee card did come up in a previous read. I don't remember which, if it was the last one or the one before or the one before that. So you might want to check that out too. It's all on the community board. Deceit. Where are you? All right. Be careful about your motives and making choices, okay? So, I mean, there is a little bit of air here that you might have to move quietly, especially if there's going to be some drama associated, panic, right? But not too quiet, you know. I'm not getting the sense of someone needing to go into witness protection, if that makes sense, okay? I am getting the sense of just somebody making better choices, and you may want to be quiet about the specifics, but at the same time, not deceitful about it, right? Like, yeah. It's hard to say that because even omission of truth is kind of a lie, you know? Maybe just kind of balance, like what you mentioned to certain people, okay? Especially if you feel like this mother figure is a, you know, is a chatty person. Deceit usually involves gossip, and I do see, I'm not going to lie, I see some Page of Swords energy here with the spying and, you know, and the, you know, and the just paying attention to what other people are doing energy here. You know, I do see a bit of that manipulation with the Eight of Swords and Ten of Swords as well. Okay. Unhealed kind of energy. Immature communication. So it could very well be gossip. You might need to be very careful of who hears what based on who they talk to, right? It may be something along those lines, all right? Yeah, somebody may be stabbing you in the back, so just be very careful as to who that is and what they know, okay? Okay, that's pretty much it. Moving forward. All right, with forgiveness here, reducing burden. And I'll read that in a sec. This card asks you to forgive and release specifically, especially since Banshee is there and in reverse. Like not holding on to grudges as they toxify yourself. They actually do more damage to you than the other. So let me read forgiveness for you. It is said that it takes a big person to apologize, but in many ways it takes an even bigger person to forgive. When we hold grudges, the negative energy is incredibly toxic. It is like drinking a poison and expecting the other unforgiven person to die. While we may even harbor feelings of revenge, and to be honest, that does feel good for a while, it is important that we move those feelings along to forgiveness and release as soon as possible for our own health and well-being. If you have chosen this card, think about who it is that you could be forgiving, and that does include yourself, okay? Maybe there is a bit of regret staying stuck in situations you know that are not good for you, right? Now, I must preface, apologies without changed behavior is just manipulation, okay? So, if you've been on the receiving end of a ton of apologies and no changed action, changed behavior, it's not honest apology. There's really nothing to forgive in that situation because it's not honest to begin with, right? Honesty is a huge, huge thing, especially with the deceit card being here, right? You can't forgive something that's not true, right? So, flip and switch. If you've been the person that has apologized and not followed through with your actions, especially if you're going back to a past situation, there may be a sense of innocence here, but it has been very unclear as to your true motive, okay? Because your actions speak louder than words, right? And if there's been no action, and now is the time to take action, okay, that would be an opportunity to kind of flip the script and fix the situation. Again, with that mending fences thing, right? I'm really hearing that, okay? All right, moving forward. All right. I do sense an amazing amount of positive progressive energy with this move. I mean, from the moment I pulled and I see all of this and all of this, just wondering like what's going on here. But then seeing the King of Cups, 8 of Wands, 4 of Wands, and 10 of Swords reverse pop up, I was like, oh, this is actually for the better. They're actually leaving a situation that's toxic, going to something that's awesome, okay? And then, so of course I pulled, like, where are they coming from? Where are they going? So there's a sense of rest here that you're going to be coming out of once you get to this spot. It's going to be completely liberating for you. I do see that with the 4 of Swords in reverse here. It's no longer a need for it. You're going to actually receive the reward of it. And you're going to be victorious with the 6 of Wands, okay? So I applaud the individual doing this, okay? Especially if you've been stuck in a vicious cycle with whatever this home, marriage, or family situation is for at least what it seems like 5 decades possibly, or longer if you're in your 50s and older, okay? And this happens to be a family kind of thingy. Of course, there could be some amount of leaving the situation before only to come back to return to it. I do get a sense it's not like you've lived at home for 50 years. This could be coming and going, coming and going, coming and going. And that could be what's creating these grudges and the chaos and the reducing the burden and the fears and all this. It could just be very layered from each round, right? Everything goes around in circles over and over again. Identifiers on the table could be in previous home independence or travel. I do see that with the change card, the 8 of Wands and the 4 of Wands, right? So that could very well be like even being homeless as one of those options or choice or instances that happened. Living in an RV, I immediately thought of that. Or just being in temporary circumstances from time to time. I also see prison, institution, or recovery with the 4 of Swords reverse, 8 of Swords, okay? So those could have been things that broke up the cycles, right? But every single time something on the out happened, you came back home, okay? Or home, whatever the home situation this is, okay? But I'm not getting a sense there was enough of a break in between for many of the times. Maybe best case is several years, but mostly I'm seeing months or weeks or even days in between, okay? So it's like you get out just enough only to be pulled back in, right? And then you're kind of stuck for a while. And then you get out, something happens, and then you get roped back in again, right? This is a real time, this is a real chance to truly break for good, okay? While still kind of being able to mend fences and stuff. It may be a situation where you need to break free from this situation in order to heal it, okay? Being there clearly isn't working. If you're going to keep coming back 50 years, right? Okay. So this may be actually an opportunity to help the collective good in this, okay? I didn't see that initially, okay? Almost a resounding confirmation to make the move, right? But figuring out where to go is key for this King of Cups overall wellness. There's a fair amount of air energy and water energy here, and on the back end, fire energy on the board. That kind of tells me you might be going towards more air and water energy and leaving fire energy, right? Sort of taking your time, really making good head and heart decisions, using your discernment and your intuition and all those things, okay? Speaking truths. All right. Fast-centered, heart, soul-driven decisions and communication, not delaying the journey for your greater good. Excuse me. Speaking truth. Speaking of which, clear your throat chakra, okay? Usually a burp is an indication there's a blockage. All right. And it was a tiny one, so it might just be a little bit, okay? Forgiving, peace, harmony, balance, ending anything that has created chaos and lies. This could also be water and air as primary choices, or the choice going to and fire secondary or left behind, as I mentioned. I also don't see any pentacles on table, so I'm not getting a sense that this move is for years and years and years and years and years and years, right? It may be a stepping stone to the next place that might be more permanent, okay? So this could be a recovery program or some other water-oriented program, given the water reference, okay? Or something like that too, okay? Some kind of healing, right? This may be something that gets you closer to your goal or purpose, just to get you out of where you were at. I am seeing a timing of 4 weeks to 8 months here, okay? Give or take a month. You may need the next few weeks to plan, okay? So if you know where you are going or what your options are and just can't decide, right, that may isolate the right choice for you, okay? The child card could also represent your inner child with innocence there and could be connected to something of your past as well. The homecoming vibes I felt make sense with that. This could be going back to soul home as well. Home is where the heart is, after all. Whatever move this is, regardless of where you go, it will create a panic in others, okay? That have energetically been codependent to a circumstance, or it's become very toxic or unjust for the person who maybe has come to the realization that they do not want to enable it anymore, okay? There's also a strong chance that this will create some mental imprisonment, hatred, or grudges here, with Banshee reversed being the final piece of advice, okay? And your spirit just wants you to know to try and heal those triggers and not feed into them as much. Focus on where you're going, not where you're coming from. Manifest what you want, not what you don't want, and it'll manifest right before your eyes. So I'm going to go ahead and read you to finish out here with Banshee number 5. I'm going to put it in the upright so you can see it. All right. Heed my warning, dear child, for what I hold is far from unsung lullabies. Again, with that child reference, right? Swallow a nail, and you can expect bleeding from within. Banshee brings the message of wrath when seen in reverse. The powers have brought you this card as a warning. Wrath is a very dangerous energy for those who have it. You may think your anger is hurting whomever it's directed towards, but anger only poisons the spirit of the one who is feeling it. Holding a grudge is the equivalent of a banshee, someone so lost in heartache, they only speak of more tragedy. You can choose to hold on to anger and be reborn into something sinister, or you can let your anger go and be reborn, knowing the powers of pure and unconditional love. All right, guys, hopefully that helps. I will have this up for you, okay? I just need to take a picture. I'm going to try something a little different too. Okay. See if I can do it on my tablet and get a better image. All right. There you go. Have a good one. Please, please vote. Let me know if there's any others. You know, I'm definitely going to do any that are time sensitive, okay? As you can see, this can take a while. This is a quick reading. Normally, this would be a 45-minute to a 1-hour reading, okay? Have a good one. Bye.